welcome back to LTS Let's Talk Sports. And here with me is David Scott, who is the coach of the junior national squash team, and the manager, Beverly Wilson. So guys, welcome to the set. Welcome to LTS.
Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you. So before I get into you being an experienced player and denying it, Beverly, just give me some information in terms of, let's start with you, Beverly, in terms of your involvement. How long have you been a part of the organization?
Well, I really got involved with the TTSA about 11 years ago when my son, Kale, first qualified for the national junior team. Right. That was in 2004. Yeah, well, 2003 into 2004. Right. Mm-hmm.
So he played or plays?
Yeah, he played he played as a junior. Mm-hmm. He still plays. He is currently representing Trinidad and Tobago at the Commonwealth Games.
Oh, nice. So is he with them this year?
Yeah. He is with them. He's currently there in Glasgow. Nice. Yeah, his first match was like about 7:30 this morning, Trinidad time.
And what was that? What was the result?
I don't even have the results as yet, but I suspect he would have lost. He was playing the number 5 seed in the tournament, an Australian guy who was ranked number 20 in the world.
Oh, and where are we ranked though, Trinidad?
The Trinidad team is probably not ranked very high. We have 2 professional players who are at the Commonwealth Games, right. Colin Ramazra, and currently he is ranked at about 296 in the world, and my son Kale Wilson, who just started with his professional career, and he spent a month in Australia doing some professional tournaments, preparing for Commonwealth, and he's currently ranked about 256 in the world.
Okay, and that's out of like 1,000?
That's out, well, anybody ranked more than 400, everybody is considered to be ranked 400.
Right, so, well, that's good. That's like where the halfway mark there, coming down, 400 to something.
That's correct.
Yeah,
that's correct.
So we're definitely, we're at a good place.
Yes.
Others may not see it, but we're not last.
Oh, definitely
so,
not.
Not at a good place.
Not at all.
So David,
and just let me just tell you that our young junior, Charlotte Naggs, who's also at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, just came out of the junior tournament, the Caribbean Junior Tournament in Bermuda. She won her Caribbean title again for the 4th year in a row. It's her last year as a junior. She did win her first match this morning.
Oh,
her match was at 6:30 this morning, and we got the results. She won her first match against a Sri Lankan.
All right, and we were just talking about, we had a little highlight on what's happening in terms of the athletes representing us for Commonwealth. We did the athletics aspect of it. Right. So it's really good to hear this, that we have a medal.
Well, it's not a medal.
It's not a medal, but we have a first match win.
Yes.
And it's a great start. At least, you know, we're moving. We're moving forward, and forward movement is good. David, I just want to get some information in terms of your involvement. How long have you been involved from, when did you go from player to coach?
That happened at the same time. I started squash very late, and there was a lady down here called Angela Smith, who was number 2 in the world. She was brought down to do some coaching, and I took a lesson from her, and she said, why don't you contemplate taking your coaching? I never played squash before, and I did it, and I've been coaching for over 25 years, but only last year I decided to upgrade my level, which was the best thing I ever did. Right. It's relit my fire. I am aggressive, ambitious, no excuses to get kids.
Get the job done.
Yeah, get the kids
at the end of the day. And in terms of, so you said you started off late and you had that experience.
Well, I've always played sports.
Right, you've been involved.
I had coaching degrees in football, and I had coaching degrees in cycling. I do kayaking, but squash,
an all-round
have a special
love for
sport
squash. And in terms of before the national team, were you coaching any clubs?
Oh yeah, I have been coaching. I have a group called Whippersnappers that we coach out at the Oval on Wednesdays and Fridays, and I do it every school term. So I've been doing it for years and years. But I needed a spark, I needed a push, and I got it. I went to what I consider one of the best coaches in the world. He's a Guyanese, and he relit my fire, and I'm loving it. So is he
Guyanese in Trinidad, or is it that you had to go to?
No, he's a Guyanese in Guyana. He's married to an English lady, so he learned squash in England, but he lives in the middle of the jungle, literally in Guyana. He has about 28,000 chickens, 5 horses, and 2 squash courts on his property.
Well, Guyana has a lot of land there, so
that's right.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's worth it. It was lovely.
So, in Trinidad, do we have qualified teachers to train coaches?
No. You have to be a level 4 coach to certify, and we have no level 4s in Trinidad.
We don't.
Our highest rank, I believe, is Ryan Abraham, who is with the team
in
Commonwealth.
He's a level 3.
Right, so, and he's the highest that we have.
Yes,
at this point,
and he doesn't even live currently in Trinidad.
Right.
He's working with a squash club in Greenwich, Connecticut, in the US.
Oh, nice, nice. And I know, as you're talking Connecticut and the U.S., I know recently we were part of a tournament in Bermuda. So can you just give me some info on that? How was that? Where did we play?
It was
how many?
A wonderful tournament. It is the annual Junior Caribbean squash tournament that is held every year, and it's held in different countries throughout the region.
Right.
There are 9 countries that form this Caribbean tournament, or this Caribbean organization for squash. This year, only 7 of the countries participated. Bahamas did not participate, and Venezuela, which happens to be there, also did not participate. But we had players from Bermuda, Cayman Islands, Jamaica, Barbados, OECS, Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana.
Right.
And Trinidad and Tobago did very well. We met all our seedings. So our players were seeded beforehand, and wherever they were seeded, it's exactly where they finished. As a team, we did better than our seedings. Both our boys' team and our girls' teams were seeded number 4. Right. Our girls came 2nd to Guyana,
nice.
And our boys came 3rd after Guyana and Jamaica.
No, I keep hearing Guyana.
Yeah.
Are they like the top when it comes to squash?
Yes, for the juniors.
Yes. For the juniors.
For sure.
But we're getting closer. We're working hard and getting closer.
Well, as David would have told you, they have a level 4 coach out there.
Yeah, so they have
excellent.
that now.
I think they've held the overall title for juniors, boys and girls overall, for the last 9 years.
10.
Well, this year made it 10.
This year.
But we're getting closer. Actually, our girls beat them in the group stages in the team event, and it's the first time since 2005 that we beat them.
Yeah,
so
we won at home.
We frightened them. We frightened them. And then in the final, when we played them again, they beat us by 1 game. 1 player. But that's, I'm not bad. We got close, we did it. We frightened them, and they know we come in. They know we are at the heels.
So they're looking out for us.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. And can you just tell us some of the athletes that represented us at that event?
Right. Well, let me talk about the ones who did